pretty sure I sent it to everybody. Yeah, I did. Okay. I had to think about it. All right, let's go ahead and start recording. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out another one of my weekly Forex analysis. I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know why I'm here. I love it. All right, so Sunday today. So apparently there's Japanese yen and Chinese holidays today. So what we're definitely not going to do is, like, I mean, I know people say that, oh, they don't like trading on holidays and stuff, which to each his own, you know? Like, I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, that's only happening there. So there's still going to be movement in the market elsewhere. So that's what I believe personally. And hey, take that with a grain of salt, you know? Like, you don't really have to follow that. You really do not have to. That's just my personal opinion on how I take the market, you know? And I don't think that I'm anybody that great. I know I'm that guy, but at the same time, I'm very humble, and I say that, oh, I could be very wrong, you know? Like, I'd rather be wrong than right, which sounds weird, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care about not trading on bank holidays. And same thing, GBP has bank holiday as well. And so JPY, same thing, Monday. The holiday's gonna run over to tomorrow. So basically Sunday, Monday. So basically when I do my analysis on Tuesday, that's when there won't be any Japanese yen holiday. And basically, so that's for the holidays that I see. Even then we have, no, never mind. Oh, look at this. And you see, there you go. Not even until you have 1, 2, 3 days of Japanese yen holiday. So, and, well, I don't trade this per se, but yeah, so basically Tuesday night, like when there's NZ, no, it's like, it's just Wednesday. That's when you can really trade the Japanese yen because it's a holiday. I could not be lazy and just Google it. There you go. I really want to see May 3rd, so Constitution Memorial Day, Greenery Day, and Children's Day. That's interesting. I just really wanted to know, to be quite honest with you. Like, that was for me more than for anybody else. Bet it moves today. What you mean? Bet it moves today. You know why I'm here. So I'm going to actually try to play off that. Let me hide that. All right. So we got over the holidays. USD dollar. Fetterman Chair Powell speaking. 1:20 p.m. RBA rate statement. AUD 11:30 on Monday. Tuesday employment chain unemployment rate. There was a lot of heavy news this week, guys. I see why Kem. I see why he said, "Oh, this week's gonna be a great week, Chuck." You know exactly why I said that. We're gonna play that news. I like that. 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, we have Government Macklin speaks, which will go governor. I don't know why I say government, but we're gonna have that at 5:30 p.m. 6 a.m. on Thursday, we have GBP news like crazy, asset person facility, and all that other good stuff. So you want to definitely watch out for that on Thursday. And of course, Friday, NFP, unemployment rate for the Canadian dollar. So there's going to be a whole lot of traps in the market, in my personal opinion. There's going to be a whole lot of traps happening in the market throughout the day. Throughout the week. And then on Friday, we might see very little movement. But we'll see how that plays out. I'm not 100% 100% certain on that. You feel me? So let's see what we have here real quick. Yeah, like I said, I already know what Cam got up his sleeves, and I love it. I'm here for it, to be quite honest, because he kills it with the news. All right, no more talking. I'll check you guys back in the chat once I'm done, because I like when I'm on a roll. I just keep going and then I answer questions when I'm done. So US dollar, first of all, is going onto the weekly time frame, and actually I'm going to, there we go. I like it full screen mode. So I like this bullish candle that we had on the weekly time frame on the DXY. Price did come indeed down to the 78.6 and even a little bit lower from the low of 89.684 to the high of 93.438. But I do like how it rejected and it left that long wick there. So that is definitely following my bias of, let me see if I left it here or if I have to draw new ones. It looks like I have to draw new ones. So this is overall on a long term what I'm trying to really see on the US dollar, but that could have literally just been a bounce off and price continues falling to the downside before I even draw this out first of all, because like that's definitely a possibility. But you know, it's my setup. This is what I backtest for. This is what I study. This is how I make money in the markets. And so if I'm going to be swinging and looking for the swings on the highs, I'm really looking for price to come to 94.712 next in the long term. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Don't like it could, this is on a weekly time frame, so this could probably take another 3 or 4 months before it gets up here, and it might not even reach up here at all. But that's what I'm really trying to watch for price to come to this 38.2 negative 38.2 extension on the fib and continue going to the upside. Daily time frame. Go ahead and hide these out so that I do have them now. Daily time frame, love this bullish engulfing candle. Ooh, let me see. I forgot I can't look at volume on the DXY. I love this. I love seeing that bullish candle. What does this look like to me? This looks like to me a morning star. So naturally speaking, let's go on to the lower time frames. Oh, let me go on to the 1 hour actually. See what this looks like. Yeah, I love this. I love seeing all of this. This is all beautiful. So what I really want to see on a DXY for this to set up is for if price is going to stay here, if price is going to chill right here, which I think it opened up with a gap now that I'm looking at it, I would really not that. There we go. I would really love it for price to come back down to 90.681 or right back to the 71% fib at 90.767 before it continues on to the upside. Now, yes, I know that means that, oh wait, so you're in a buy, right? I mean, you're in a sell on USD, on the USD pairs, but you want price to retrace. And yeah, I want to see that natural movement of this market for it to show me that it's really going bullish, because if you can see here, price still hasn't broken through this like structure that's right here, if you will. Not structure, but I mean I kind of do see some traps right here, so this is something I'll watch out for. Need that. No, not that. Where is it? And ooh, I'm gonna be hot if I forgot to do this. I knew it. Damn, I'm gonna hold that out. It's all good. So regardless, what I really want to see is, like I said, 90.763 for price to push down and continue to the upside, and just to see this market really turn around, like for the DXY to turn around and possibly come back up, because it did make this like impulsive move. Because I mean, it's not impulsive, it's more of a nice move to the downside, if you will, right? So regardless, even if I did want to try to get into a sell on the DXY, which I don't, I would probably need this to retrace a good amount, like up to like 92.143 or even 92.43, like 92.500 or something like that, for me to be like, all right, I'll probably try to look for sells. Or not, I wouldn't try to look for sells, but I'd be like, hey, maybe we could see some selling opportunities here, you know? So overall, that's what I want to see. But remember, there is this gap to the upside that the market has just opened up with. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this out. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that because I want this chart to remain pretty clean. Then I'm gonna put Sunday evening gap. All right, so once that gets closed up, That ain't bugging. I was about to be like, that's not what it is, bro. But yeah, gonna see how this ends up playing out. Let's go ahead and go on to arbitrage. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this real quick because I forgot to take off the dual screen mode. So, as I had mentioned, I think it was on Wednesday. I think I mentioned it in a chart, but I think it's either I sent it in a chart or I did it on my like little quick analysis, which I doubt I did. Dang, I have to annotate with perfect. Let me turn this off because I need to annotate with Zoom. So as I mentioned, that price had came down here and rejected off of this lower danger zone. That's what really made me even more confident with saying that, oh, with price being right here, and also, let me go over here real quick. Put this back on. And also rejecting off of the 78.6 fib. Like, that's just bread and butter right there for me to say, okay, still hold your analysis, because both of the things that you use for your edge in the market they're both like at an area of interest. So once I saw that, I'm like, okay, let's see if price is gonna either break through. If it breaks through, I'm wrong. DXY continues to fall. That's basically how I would look at it, because it did call for this sell on the 19th. But price, and again, same thing. If I wanted to sell, I would really have to see. Let me get rid of this now. Oh, actually, I still need it. I would really still need to see price come to this RSI line right here and then drop to the downside. So regardless of if I think the DXY is bearish or not, especially because it's calling a sell on the daily arbitrage, but it's basically hit take profit. This is at least where I would be taking all my profits if I was in any type of trade. I think it's just gonna keep going to the upside. Like I still want to see this play out. Like I still have hope, because once I see this arbitrage Z lines, it's really starting to creep back up a little bit. It's nothing too crazy yet, but I still have hope, because as you guys can see, price is still, well, like 2 weeks ago, it definitely was like, okay, you might want to get out of your trades, which those long-term arbitrage sells, that long-term arbitrage sell that I had on EURUSD, I had to get out at that time, because it was like, okay, bro, I didn't even call for a sell, so like, what are you on? But yeah, I still want to see this buy play out on the weekly, but it's not there yet. So what am I gonna do? Go and like say, yo, hands up, I need you to move? Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, 4 hour called for the buy, but this looks extremely not my type of move, so everything else is probably gonna be bullish. So yeah, guys, I'm just waiting for some pullbacks on the DXY. Basically, I'm not gonna play off of no 15-minute time frame, not today at least. All right, EURUSD. So we're in this sell up about where it at? 61 pips. Sorry, I don't know why that's so far out. Yeah, about 63 pips. Sorry, that took way longer than it should have. All right, but let me go ahead and hide that. Go on to the weekly time frame real quick. All right, I like seeing, although like I said, I don't really care for trend lines like that, but I like using them as like visual guides. But I like seeing this rejection that EURUSD did do off of this trend line, which, if price doesn't come back up here, then even if price comes back up here, that's 3 wicks off of closed candles. Technically speaking, it's confirming a trend. That's why I said air quotes. Well, not said, but visual. You guys know what I mean. But I do love this bearish engulfing candle right here. Again, evening star, same formation that basically the opposite formation of the DXY that I was seeing. Price rejected off of the 78.6, came a little bit higher, continued to the downside. I'm just hold your sell. Again, same. It's literally the opposite of just what I'm seeing on the DXY. I just love the setup. It could be so clean, and if you want, hey, you could try to catch a bottom question mark. But I do also see this possibility right here. Price literally chilling right here, continuing to the upside. But now I have my friend volume to tell me what's good. Bullish. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not trying to buy that high volume off of that bearish candle. I like that. As prices increase, as prices dropping off candles, it's increasing in volume. Yeah, I need that pullback and continuation, man. And for those who are on the call, that's why I've been voting for volume like literally for like the past 3 weeks. I was like, every single poll that was happening that Peyton was giving off, I was voting volume. Like, you guys are sleeping on volume. So yeah, I definitely like where price could definitely turn around at. So for those, if you want to try and buy the pullback, which I really don't suggest, honestly speaking, but if you want to, by all means. I'm not trying to say that I'm not probably gonna do it, because if I see some type of small time frame opportunity before I go to bed, maybe I will. But yeah, I definitely would not try to play any type of sells though. I'd rather just try to get this pullback to 1.21100. I'm gonna go ahead and draw out my alert on the 61.8. Oops, I am tripping. EURUSD. What am I doing all that for? Possible sell entry. So I'm gonna put that up right there, because like I always mention, I don't really care about trying to carry over my charts to there. Volume. But yeah, I mean, I do see POCs right here, but it's like, again, there's a lot of holidays. So if you see a lot of like non-movement in the market, just know that there's like 3 different currencies that have a holiday. So, but yeah, I definitely want 1.21100 to get hit, and then I'll look for sells. And then once price gets to 61.8, that's when I'll start to be like, okay, what are you doing? What are you on and stuff like that. So I'm gonna set this as my sell box. And remember, right here, it could be the bullish push to the upside if this sell does end up not happening. But I highly doubt that it's not gonna happen. Like, if it doesn't happen, it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days, because look at this. This is beautiful. Price dropped down, pushed up a little higher, stop hunted. It's not the cleanest move of any sort, but this I could consider a stop hunt, because I know plenty full of traders, especially retail traders, what are they gonna do? Try to buy that breakout. They're gonna try to buy that breakout of the trend line, which is why I said I like using it for visual representation, because then you could see exactly, okay, this is what the banks did, or this is how the market played everybody's life, acted like price was gonna go bullish, and then drops. That's why I was playing the swings more than the intraday. And once I saw price go like 40 pips, I'm like, nah, move your stop loss to break even. This thing doesn't look the greatest. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on EURUSD. Nice opportunity right there. Oh, arbitrage. Literally the opposite. Is this still on? No, it's not. So yeah, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, all that good stuff, all sold off. Same thing with the 4 hour time frame. Oh, well, I already had it here. Drop, retest, continuation. So I think I had that on the weekly? Question mark? No, I didn't. It's interesting. Don't know exactly where I had it at. Or what I had that for. I'm trying to think. No, it's not worth it. So just delete all that. Wait, I need those. So if I could get price, push up to that RSI line. Sorry, I just wanted to get that zoom out effect. This is what's mostly going to happen, or most likely going to happen. Then I'm game. But if I start to see that price is going to call for a buy, I'm not even going to wait for a price to stop me out at like a 1.21553. I'm not even going to wait for it. I'm just going to get out. It's like, oh, okay, buddy. It looks like you're not trying to do what I need you to do, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. Same thing. Price. Literally, that was beautiful right there. Off of the upper danger zone. I don't know why I forget the name sometimes, like honestly. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna pick up the speed now because I've done DXY and AUDUSD. Same thing with AUDUSD over here. I said, hey, if you want, you can try it, but there is no way I'm gonna try trading that because I was still very much adamant on selling. Well, not adamant because I'm gonna be keeping it 1,000 with you guys. I ended up not getting into this when I said that this looks like it's gonna end up dropping. I might get in. I didn't get in. I was already in good enough trades. I'm like, I'm straight. Don't need to be greedy, but yeah, I need this to droppity drop. Swing trade from last week. Gonna go ahead and look at the play for this week. AUDUSD, I'm still not crazy over it, but I see a whole lot of doo-doo right here, if you will. So price can literally do one of two things, which I'm more in favor of the latter than this happening, is for price to stop hunt and then continue to the upside, or price can just keep dropping. And I said 2, but I really want 3. Or price can retest continuation and continue to the downside. But like I mentioned, I'm not playing any of those because just like what EURUSD is doing, and this opened up with a gap as well, I need I don't like how this ended up dropping though on the 30 or on here, because this, we're going to retest continuation. I'm going to go ahead and say, nah, I'm going to go ahead and play it safer than sorry. I'll go ahead and play the 61.8 right here at 0.77700, that area. I'll go ahead and play that off as an entry for a sell for me. I have no issues with that whatsoever. So add horizontal line, possible sell entry, and we'll see how that goes with AUDUSD. Again, I'm not really totally against selling it right there, but 70s, obviously, you know, my 71% fib, that's usually where I would be like, yeah, that's what I need right there, you know. So go ahead and got that sell box, and there we go. So that is for AUDUSD. Okay, USDCHF. Well, I'll gracefully take this L. Psych. No, I'm joking. Same thing, guys. Let me actually go onto the daily time frame and hide this real quick. By the way, the reason why I didn't look at USDCHF right now is because it's definitely, AUDUSD is definitely all bearish on the lower time frame, so there's like really no point in me looking at it. But yes, of course I forgot. Why do I do things, man? Of course I forgot. And I literally told myself, I literally have Zoom open right here, and I didn't even do it. Wow. That's a big L. But anyways, well, USDCHF ended up hitting this mark right here, which I kind of, like I said, I did want price to drop down a little more. Not so certain about this, but I'm still gonna keep it regardless. I'm just gonna keep it chilling, you know. If it happens, it happens, but I don't think it is. Let's see what the volume on USDCHF looking like. Yeah, that's not happening, bro. On the 4 hour, yeah, bro. Yeah, USDCHF out of here. So, same play, guys. And for those who was on Peyton's call, y'all just learned some new stuff. He just gave you that ammo. I'm just applying it. This will be es fuego, yes. That'll be fire. And you can use this as an intraday type of move. I mean, not an intraday, like a day trade type of move. Just take it back to these equal highs, because I do see hold up. I do see this potential area where liquidity can come and get grabbed and price can still continue to the downside. But with the amount of volume that price did right here and didn't keep dropping and then did right here and it's coming up, I doubt that it's gonna happen. Especially like that's the biggest volume it's had in a little bit since like March of 17th. So yeah, I think that's a pretty big move right there, if you ask me. So yeah, easy stuff right here. See what price does for us. Let's go on over to arbitrage, and just to show you guys, like I said, if I were to sell, I would have had to seen that happen, and I still feel the same way. If I have to sell, which I don't have to, and I don't want to really, then I would have to wait for that to happen. But would you look at the weekly? Would you look at the weekly? Isn't that interesting? Yeah, as long as DSY, it should really be an easy week, like textbook stuff. Let me actually. Yeah, what do we have here? USDCHF definitely rejected off of that weekly. This is like music to my ears right here, bro. Peyton, Mr. Arbitrage doesn't match me. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I had to throw a shot right there. I had to throw that shot. But yeah, definitely. As long as things play out, USDCHF is out of here. I had to. But yeah, as long as things play out, USDCHF should continue going to the upside. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it's called for the buy already. There's no point in waiting for anything. 4 hour time frame, on the other hand, I will go ahead and say this. I do like how it's rejecting off of the lower danger zone right here, but I would rather price come down to like 0. Like I said, I'd rather really have price come down right here. But if we don't see that happen, we know why. You guys know why, because arbitrage says so. Peyton is gonna give you so much shit for saying that. No, I'm joking. No, he's not. I know what you're gonna say though. All right. SPX 500. Oh, I appreciate that. Bro, Royce is the RB GOAT. I am not the RB GOAT. I'm just the RB. What's the baby version of a GOAT? There you go. Okay, RB break and retest GOAT. Yes, sir. Perfect. I would hold that title gladly. All right. So what I really want to see here is for the S&Ps. You know, the S&Ps are a joke. And because I'm seeing this volume right here, that is kind of the same as every other day. So I don't even know I'm tripping, first of all. Let me see what the 4 hour look like. First of all, I don't really know how I feel about price coming back to retest this level right here and price not dropping. And the volume, I like this volume right here. I like this volume a lot. But then, as you can see, there was big volume right here, and price kept creeping up. So I want to see this drop. Oh, kid. Okay, there you go. I'm AB the kid. There you go. But S&P overall, I don't know how I feel about this though, because it's making all-time highs. It just goes against the way how I look, I see things nowadays on the charts, you know. Well, not nowadays, but it's just, you know, after back testing and like just readjusting how you see things in the market or something like that. It's like, I think this is gonna keep going. Like, honest, let me see what the daily volume looks like. Yeah, look at this weak stuff. This is all weak sauce. I need this kind of volume to play with, bro. Like, this is, I just think it's gonna keep going, honestly speaking. Like, oh, if I can get this pricing, like I've mentioned in my past Zooms, where I say that, oh, if I can get price to come in retrace to like down at these levels. I think it was like when price was like right here or something like that. If price could come down and retrace to down here on the 4 hour, then I look for longer term buys. I still want to see that, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't happen, like it's not real type of thing. So like the volume is definitely like, I'm no divergence on volume king or anything like that. Can I get this like out of there? Why is it not disappearing? Peyton, you're gonna have to teach me more about trading view. No, I'm just playing with you. But I'm just seeing prices decreasing. I mean, volume is decreasing and prices increasing and stuff like that. These are signs that I'd just rather do that right there, I guess, because it's closer to time. Like I said, I am no volume divergence guy by any means necessary. That's not my style, but I just see volume decreasing as prices rising type of thing. But prices making all-time highs, so it's like, are you really gonna try and risk that? Maybe. So overall, and I'm just taking my time. I'm just taking a long time on here because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same like on NAS, or the DXY I know for sure looks different. But yeah, let's see how this plays out. Like if price does come up here and just rejects, and like I start to like see the price action there play out nicely, then yeah, let it drop. But until then, I kind of just think that price is just retesting this and trying to continue to the upside. Kind of looks like a head and shoulders if you kind of look at it that way. Head, shoulder, question mark? That is terrible. Hold on. Shoulder, there you go. So I can kind of see, not even kind of, if price goes over there, I'm probably going to take the trade. Let me go see what arbitrage looks like. I'm tired of looking at the technical analysis. 1 hour called for the sell. I'm not going to play this 1 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame. Ooh, this makes me kind of want to play the 4 hour now. Daily definitely is nowhere near calling for a sell. So let's just stay on the 4 hour to 1 hour. If price can hold itself right here at the upper danger zone, where the mean line and the compass line, sorry, I didn't even mean to say mean line, because mean line is right here. This is the mean line. If the compass, the blue line, and the momentum, the red line, let me go ahead and get these guys back on here real quick, guys. At least once or twice a week I gotta do this. At least once or twice a week. Alright, let me definitely make sure that I record. Okay, so oh, I forgot. Let me make sure that I mute everybody. Mute all participants to mute themselves. No. And then security. I'm tripping. There you go. All right. So overall, if price does really, this is why I don't like the idea of price actually climbing up on S&P. Like this climb up is just kind of iffy to me for some odd reason, and I only have this so high because of this wick. So realistically speaking, the 61.8 is probably the only way to go at this time, at this rate, or anything other than that is just, I feel like the risk isn't necessarily there, because if you try to catch this, you're gonna have to take this to the grave. Well, not the grave necessarily, but you're gonna take this to like 41.50 or 41.31, which isn't terrible. Not that. Because look, this is even on the 1 hour time frame, so there is so much that this has to do. You see how there was so much volume over here, like all over here. There was just so much volume, so much volume. But yet in April, there was like non-existent volume. That's kind of interesting to me, actually, now that I look at that. But anyways, I'm kind of drifting away. This price looks like it's actually coming right now, so I don't know. This is something that you guys would have to personally take. Like, it's not necessarily something that I care for, because if I'm gonna take this trade, I literally have to take it off of RB. I don't necessarily like it on how it looks on technical analysis. I probably sell right here, right now. Expect some drawdown from me, and I'd probably place my stop loss like, I want a 1 and 2. So boom, I'll risk 21 points. Wait, is that 21 and 212 points? 4196. That's 212 points, I think. No, it's 21 points. I'm tripping. It's right there. Duh. But yeah, to risk 21 points to get 42 points, that sounds decent to me for the time being, because then if I can get that to drop, then I definitely want a retracement and then a continuation to the downside type of thing, or, you know, for the S&P to just die. So this is what I would play. In fact, I'm gonna play this, so just know that I'm gonna play that. It's kind of risky. 1 to 2 though is not terrible. See what the Dow Jones looks like first of all. Okay, so Dow Jones, again, visual representation. That's what I have drawn right there. Daily time frame. Just a whole bunch of consolidation. And yeah, like I mentioned last week, I could literally just see price bouncing back and forth off of this until it finally makes a decision. I like that weekly close though, although there's a wick. Let me see. Yeah, although that's a decent sized wick, so it basically just went back and forth on this thing. And, you know, gotta wait and see what it does. I would even USDCHF, man. I mean, well, US 30 is just terrible. Kind of the same thing here, guys. If I'm gonna kind of sell this, it would have to be nowish. And you can't see volume on there. Got that retracement to the 61.8. Who wants to trade U.S. indices on a Sunday evening? That does not sound like fun at all, to be quite honest with you. But I do want this downside push so much. And then once I get the downside push, and again, retest, continuation to the downside. That is scary, bro. Oh, it is scary. 106 points for 396. If I would trade that, I would have to trade it on freaking an FTMO personally. I'm not risking my own personal funds on that. So yeah, kind of the same thing. It's just this hasn't even moved, and then the volume picked up on such a random candle right here. But then these, like this candle didn't even have that much volume on it, but then these candles over here did. Well, I mean this one for sure, because it was just like a wick to the upside. So I don't know. Like paint and sand, it's scary trying to trade these. Let's see what actually I did not look at what Dow Jones looked like on these charts. So called for that sell. Let me get rid of these. What the heck? Daily time frame definitely extremely bullish, but it might be starting to set up for a sell. Who knows? Let's see. Yeah, guys. I mean, if there was a time I would sell, I mean, I like this 1 hour. I'll actually set an alert if there is a time that if I was gonna try to sell US30. It kind of be now. Once per bar. No, I'm gonna do only once arbitrage so that I can like delete after. And it's gonna be a long entrance, which is basically me telling me to get out to sell. Alert may trigger. Yep, I already know that. Got it. Continue anyway. And if this, I mean, I would expect for it to actually call for a sell, but if it just stays all under this zone right here, then sure. If it starts to climb up, if it starts to come to like the second deviation right here, then I'm probably gonna like ditch. So basically, what I'm trying to say, if you're gonna sell it, you can. You're just gonna have to try to sell it to like make a lower low type of thing. Take majority of your profits at these previous lows, because I see possible liquidity stop hunt and a continuation. But even the 4 hour is so contracted. I don't care for it. But yeah, take it down to make lower lows for it to come down and touch this upper danger zone, because I know for sure if it comes over here, it's gonna bounce off of this and then retrace, and then maybe we can get more push to the downside. So yep, there you guys go. That's for the US indices. I don't like NASDAQ. I'll look at it. That's interesting how that played out. Ooh, this looks even more terrible to try to sell. Oh, no, I'm not even going on the weekly. Yeah, NASDAQ, I don't like how it looks, and I don't even care for trading it like that, so that's perfect. All right, and there is no music. Hold on, what is going on? Oops, my bad. There you go. All right, Mr. Taco's comeback season, baby. Let's go. But yeah, put that volume away. All right, so price came back into like entry area, barely a couple pips up. I'm not gonna measure that, but we can also see. Let me go ahead and hide this. Oh, not remove. Hide. If I wish I had a shortcut that you can just use for just hiding stuff, because it's just so much more convenient rather than always having to right click. But I don't know why I'm trying to zoom out on the 1 hour time frame. Prices came back to this resistance that it's once used like multiple times for like as a support for a little bit on the 4 hour. Right here is used at a resistance before it popped off and created demand at this level. Peyton, I know you're proud of me for saying that. Wait, actually, wait. Right here is where it creates. No, you wouldn't agree. Never mind. Right here is more where it created demand. But overall, USD Mexican pesos, I kind of would be a hypocrite if I were to say that I wouldn't want price to retrace for me to get into a sell. But overall on this swing, again guys, this is very bearish actually when you really look at things. Like I'm just following what the DXY is really doing for USD Mexican, like for me to believe it's going to continue going bullish, but it could really fall here. Oh, this is definitely crazy right there. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. But this is really tricky for me to really try to say that I would want to try to get into a buy necessarily. If I were to be completely honest, I'd rather just have price really break out and then come back down to an area like right here, fake out sellers. That's just what I would rather prefer to really happen, for price to push up, break back down, continue to the upside, because it hasn't really broken any type of structure except for on the lower time frame. I like how it broke this. That's when I was like, okay, I think it's gonna definitely keep going like that, and then it made a higher high. I mean, I'm pretty sure market makers on the higher time frames, it's like, okay, this is level 1, that's level 2. Expect some consolidation / maybe a pullback. Maybe if price did come back to like 19.96529, maybe I'll look for a buy here, because it's not a terrible look. It's not a terrible look at all. Because I like where price is at right here, but I'd like it more. I'll go ahead and play off the 71% as per usual. Add alert, possible long-term buy. Oh no, actually no, just possible buy. Cause I already have a long-term trade on this. I'd rather just, take this trade to like 20.45950. Actually no, 20.572000. I mean, that sounded so wrong. 20.57200. That's what I think would be a good area for you to take your profits at, and then wait for price to retrace after breaking this bear structure. Or bullish structure? No, it's not bullish structure, it's bear structure. So yeah, that is what I'm looking for. So let's see what happens. Either this is gonna happen, or I did not mean to do that. Get out of here. There you go. Price to either make that push to the upside, down continuation, or it's going to push down to my area, which that's what I really want to see, and then price continue to the upside, and then do this. So let's get that garbage out of here. And if that's what it does, that's what it does. But this is what I'm looking for. Arbitrage. Let's go into the weekly real quick. I want to see something. This is something that I am really watching for, because, like, again, I don't know if price is gonna respect this resistance that it's at and continue pushing, because it does have this momentum line and compass line with the RSI line right on top of each other, stacked up. So on this weekly time frame on arbitrage, and I do kind of like how I would have definitely taken my profits if I would have seen if I was in this sell from right here, which this played out really perfectly. But yeah, definitely looking for this to turn around. Daily time frame, at the RSI line though. So definitely when I'm seeing this right there, this is all I could really see. price just creeping up, or possibly just break, like, I don't know, but that's all I can really say on USD Mexican, because I know the 4-hour time frame extremely bullish. That was actually really nice. I know the 1-hour time frame extremely bullish. So that is it for Mr. Tacos. All right, Goldilocks. What's cracking, Gold? All right, so Gold entry 1776. Trade is still moving. It's just moving sideways. So just put that away for now. I do see how it is came back up to, well, not came back up, but it's came back down to these lows where it previously made before it made a higher high. Kind of, gold just looks sloppy to me because it's just moving sideways. It's all in this box. It's just going sideways. At this point, it's kind of just like, oh, well, okay, cool. Yeah, totally good analysis. Good analysis, AB. That's totally what the people want to see. I'm just playing. But that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of what I see on this, but I'm still selling this for sure. Like, this is absolutely what I expect to happen. Doesn't mean that is what's going to happen. I like this high volume on this candle, and I like how it didn't try to necessarily keep going up, but it did make this huge volume that had bigger volume than all these other days, and it didn't keep falling. So that's why I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you scheming? Are you trying to swing me or what? So just. And shway, that's something that me and my sister used to say all the time. So this is just like, I'm still looking for this sell naturally. Like, ooh. This is what I'm looking at for gold to do for it to continue falling to the downside. I definitely, like I said, guys, I've been very bearish on gold for months now. So I just expect things to keep falling into place, honestly. Go arbitrage, because I don't want to see a retracement, quite honestly, especially after this wick. If there's going to be a retracement at that point, I just expect price to keep going bullish. Like, and I'm not even joking. 4-hour time frame, it could retrace back up to like 1776 or 1780, but nah. And regardless, and I mentioned this, I know somebody had asked me in the chat about gold being bullish. Yeah, if I'm going to be bullish on gold, it's hard for me to try to want to buy here, because then if I want to buy here, guess where my stop loss is going to have to be at for me to feel comfortable. If I'm going to try to get a buy-in right here, for me to feel comfortable, my stop loss would have to be like all the way down at 1693. Now, some swing traders might be like, oh, that's a 1-to-1 risk reward, let's do it. No, that's not me. I'd rather, well, even this is way better. This is a 1-to-2, way better. And that's only if you just be a little bit more patient rather than trying to buy where it's at this mean line and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna, be patient. Simple as that. I like better pricing when I like getting discounts at the store. Why not get a discount when you're trading? So that's for Mr. Gold. I'm still in this. Dang, I'm in a lot of trades. Well, I'm not in all of them, but the calls that I've made, very much, man, very good sauce. All right, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. You guys know I'm totally different when it comes to that. I just continue going like from where I left off. Bitcoin continually, it bounced off this 71%. Price jumped up a total of 19%. 19 point, is that correct? Yeah, I'll say it's correct. 19.19%, and that is 9,396 pips. That is fuego. That is fuego right there off of that 71% Fibonacci. If you have not taken some partial profits, if you can take partial profits, then I suggest that you do that. The volume though is what disturbs me, because it's just decreasing volume as price is increasing on the daily time frame. Go on to the 4-hour time frame. This volume isn't really the greatest. It's definitely above average as far as my eye can see it, but it's definitely not the greatest. But I do love this volume that was right here. So that's what's really making me be like, okay, let me just stay there. Why is this still locked on? Like, is there a reason? Because usually when you don't go near it, it goes off. Or hold on, let me see something. That is so weird. I don't know why it's still there. I'm gonna probably just have to refresh it later. Or actually, do it right now. Is it still there? Why? That actually kind of bugs me. You know what? I'll worry about it later. So yeah, I still expect price to keep going to the upside. Now, definitely this could have been the case. If it is, then hey, you've moved your stop loss to break even. Let's see what happens. That price moved to the upside. It could literally reject off of this, although I don't kind of want to see that. If I were to be real, let's be real here. I gotta stay true to myself. If I were trying to look for any type of buy opportunities off of this, it's one of two things. As either A, I'm gonna want for price to really come down to 50,404 and then buy it there, which is really close to this previous entry, or I'm trying to buy this right here at 45,162. Either is better. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I like this so much better. So if I can get price to come down to 54,132 or something like that, depending on how that volume looks. Let me get rid of this real quick. Sorry. There we go. See, 61,900, a good take profit if price does make higher highs. I like this, yes, very much so. But again, volume's whack, extra whack. Like, look at, hold on, let me zoom in. Oh, never mind. You see, this is why if you don't zoom in when you're looking at volume, it could be so misleading. I like this volume. Well, I was already saying it when price was there. Volume that price did when it made this, I like how it went up. Yeah, guys, I think this is gonna keep going to the upside personally. I would love this retracement, then another push to the upside. A good 1 to 3.47 risk to reward ratio. So let's see what Bitcoin does there. Go on to Mr. Arbitrage. Okay. 1 hour time frame called for a sell, rejecting off of this RSI line. I don't like the way the bands are, but this could definitely fall. So if you want to take that sell, go ahead. But I'm not gonna give a setup for that because I don't want to look for a sell. And 4 hour time frame called for the buy, retested continuation to the upside. Peyton, the reason why Arbitrage never gave that retracement to down here is because Arbitrage said no. That's why. Like, it's just as simple as that. You can't hate on RB. No, I'm just playing. Arbitrage and technical analysis, it's just GOAT material. Alright, so had this sell, price came back to this RSI line. It's chilling right here. This is what you also have to be aware of. You gotta always play both sides. Price is rejecting off of this 61.8 from this bearish push. So what can price literally do? Either A, respect the 61.8 nicely and have another bloodbath of a week and come down to 40,400. Never broke structure right here though, so I do not buy it. I do not believe it. I am not a believer. Bitcoin to the moon, baby. Well, no, it's altcoin season actually. Forget about Bitcoin. It's altcoin season, baby. Don't even say that, bro. Cause you're right. Cause now I really do feel like price. Anyways, I like how Ripple pushed up a little bit more higher. Came up to 62,000. I mean 6,242 pips. 60% increase. Golly. Somebody arrest me, man. Kind of the same thing with Ripple to be quite honest with you. Nah, I definitely, bro, chill. Like oh, you know what? I know exactly why. Boom. Now you're not gonna bug me anymore. Put you on full screen mode. There we go. If Ripple does that, this would be an entry that I would look for, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Because if volume starts to pick up where the price is consolidating right here, and it's showing me a bull flag, hold on, boy. I'm not done. If this, hold on, man. Listen. If price rejects off of here and it doesn't come down this lower, this is taking off and it's going to $2. Like, let me tell you that right now. It's going to $2. It's going to $1.90 something cents first before it goes to $2. How about that? So, but yeah, one of those two. But I am way more confident, honestly speaking, in this bull flag just playing out. So, I doubt it's gonna retest, but you can try it. Boom. That's what I'm trying. This is what I'm really trying to see on Ripple. That actually looks really aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie. That's what happens when you're a chart addict. All right. Ripple, never change. This was clean right here, man. Off of that, again, RB nice, bro. RB is really goated out here. Like, I'm sorry, it's just sometimes it's just funny how things play out altogether. But on the lower time frame, I am not playing this 1 hour. Absolutely not. Especially with all these fake outs. That is a definite cry of no, I'm not doing it. Now, remember, if price basically drops down and breaks below these wicks, then I'm definitely expecting it to come down to this like RSI line. And then that would be, you know, an area where I'm looking to get into my buys. Yeah, oh, definitely, exactly. Yeah, in the crypto markets, RB is goated for sure. I don't know why I don't use it more for gambling. As you, I had to say it. I'm sorry. You and Cole are funny. You and Cole and you guys are funny. It's just funny. Inside joke, guys. I'm sorry. He said it's not gambling unless it's Dogecoin. That's a mood. That's a vibe. Alright, so yeah. Litecoin, same thing, guys. Like, this thing is just gonna take off. I feel like these bear flags are gonna be what's gonna make these take off more than price coming back down. Let me see how much total this has gone up. I like seeing the total count. 572 pips. Hide that. That was from last week. Although I'm definitely gonna be showing that for like the next 2-3 weeks. Because like again with crypto, I just keep on going with it. I don't say that, oh, this is from last week. No, crypto's 24/7. All right, so same thing. Bear flag. Price. I don't know if it's even gonna extend this far, but it could. I would love to see something like that. Price do this, all this, come down, breakout, retest, continuation. That'd be love. And Ethereum, bro, 3,000's hitting today. 3,000 is hitting tonight. Peyton, we played ourselves, bro. I'm about to show you guys all the weekly candles on the cryptos, so you guys can be amazed. But this is hitting $3,000 tonight. I told you guys last week. Where were we last week? Hold on. This was the retracement that I wanted. Actually, I didn't say it. Peyton said it. Peyton gave that fire call on his if you were on the training, the bulls won't stop. Exactly. If you were on his training, he called it. Like, that was just fire. Oh wow, I've been on this analysis pretty long. All right, let me go to GBPs and hurry up once I'm done. But yeah, once we saw a price right here, I think this was the candle right here. That I was like, yeah, price is just gonna keep going. 3,000 is getting hit tonight. So let me go over here real quick. Go on these monthly candles. I forgot that it's a new month. I didn't even go over the monthly candles. So what I would do is not go over them because I don't. If I have enough time, I'll go over the monthly candles for sure. I'll put all of what I just drew back on. Monthly candle, doji, I'm okay with that. But if I get a bloodbath month this month, then hey, maybe we'll start to see some type of deep corrections, but I doubt it. Ripple, high volume last month. I love it. Let me see what Bitcoin was looking like on the volume. Yeah, volume is steadily decreasing, but it's not terrible. Ripple, very high volume right here. I love that. Litecoin, I like the volume, the bullish volume is there, definitely. Ethereum, volume was right here, and that's what just kicked this thing all the way to $3,000. And then it just started to decrease a little bit. So, with that being said, guys, crypto is the wave. GBPUSD, all right. We might now be getting this push to 1.3800 that I was really watching for on GBPUSD, because I was like, if it's gonna respect here, then yeah, sure, let's see it drop down to here. But I think this is gonna fall, especially with this volume. No, not the volume, like although the point of control. No, get out of here. I'm not gonna use it right now. Let me not try to confuse myself. I really don't care for this buy opportunity, honestly, because I just see possibilities of stop hunts on each side. So it's like, I'd rather play with if I'm gonna play GU right now, personally speaking, it's probably gonna have to be on the 1 hour time frame. I love this volume on the 1 hour though. Oh yes, it's gonna fall. Yeah, nah. Fudge that noise. I'll come back for it if it plays out and say that, well, it looks like I knew that. Well, I knew that I had saw why my trade would go wrong, but I took this instead. If I can get price to come back up to 1.39260, push it to the downside. Cash money, baby. But again, there is GBP news, so you want to definitely watch out for this. Although I feel like if it is GBP news and there's going to be less GBPs being traded, we'll find out on we'll find out tonight and during London session if how everything's gonna look like, you know. But overall, sell box to the downside. That's what I want to see really on GU. GA. Very high volume right here. Price didn't go anywhere, but then very low volume over here. That candle looks terrible. What happened? It's gonna have to go and close this gap now, apparently. Eesh, that is terrible. I don't like how this looks, and for me, if Peyton, I know this isn't your swag, but if I were to try to trade it, it'd probably have to if price came back to my 1.78400. Honestly, that's what I would probably have to look for another sell opportunity at this point. But for now, I'm just gonna leave GA alone. I don't think that it wants to be bothered. Let's see, daily time frame. Oh, daily time frame, it rejected. No, it's probably gonna keep falling. It's probably gonna keep falling if it rejected off of that daily time frame like that. Yeah, look at that. Off of this candle, it's probably gonna keep falling. GP's time for GPs to die. Yeah, it missed me with GA, honestly. GA ain't the wave. All right, but guess what? We are still in business with GJ. So price never ended up closing out above. Hold on, first of all, let me get the trade out. I'm tired of seeing this in red, I'm not gonna lie to you. Not that one. There we go. So we're still in business with GJ. Price never closed above the upper danger zone, so I like to see that. And I do also like seeing that bearish engulfing candle. This is definitely not like morning star material, I mean evening star material or anything like that. But price is rejecting off of this RSI line. So now, take this off real quick. I'm not trying to see any of that right there. Price is up at 151.178. There must have been a gap in this market as well. I'm honest, no, there's not. Yeah, there is right there. Boom. This is a gap. 150.842. I'm not playing any of those, honestly. But yeah, GJ, I loved how price did come back up here. And as I mentioned, all I saw was liquidity up here. Give me that. I'm out of here. Let's see what. Oops, sorry, not that. Oh, I already had it on. I don't know why I put Snooper Sniper right there. But that volume, I don't care for how that volume right there looks. And then, but the volume right here definitely picked up. So this was like the stop up, but it wasn't as high as this volume here either. Kind of looks head and shoulders-y. Kind of looks like a little head and shoulders action. Or you know what? Let me do an actual head and shoulders. This is not my favorite bar. Okay. So head, or left shoulder, I mean. Got the head. It's not the greatest looking one, but hey. And then I would say back up to here. Right shoulder. So if I can get price on GJ to climb back up here and then drop, which matches up with this fib to the 61.8-ish, that'd be cool. And I'd probably just set my stop loss above this zone, and if it gets stopped out, then I'm out of there. I'm probably just gonna get out the swing sell anyways. That's on arbitrage. So that's for GJ. Euro GBP. I told you guys I'm scrapping Euro NZD. I'm scrapping Euro AUD too. I'm just gonna get now more thorough with my analysis so that you guys can feel me more. But yeah, EG, I'm not touching it. It's just been a whole lot of consolidating right here. Like this is like level 5 billion consolidation. I don't like it one bit. Very high volume on this candle, but yet nothing happened. I'm not here for EG at all. So yeah, I'm not here for it. So with that being said, is there any other questions, you guys? Let me check on YouTube because I didn't even look at it this whole time. So let me see if there's any questions or anything like that.
not here.
Oops.
I'm not here for it.
Oh, so I'm so sorry, Larissa. Yes, so yes. It's 6:30 if I'm correct. Yes. These US indices are sells, yes. So if there's no more questions, then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I even have less than 1 minute. So thank you guys for participating. This is your boy ABK, and I'm out, y'all.